Hey guys, it's April. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about an herbal tincture that I've been taking and share my 35 days with no birth control results update so far. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's April and today is officially 35 days since I have stopped my birth control pill, Sprintec. I was on birth control almost 20 years, you guys, only coming off twice to have my babies, which I successfully was able to have two beautiful children, one who is 6 years old, Sway, and one who is 12 years old, Trinity. Today I want to tell you about, I think I had shared with you in the past about a tincture. After I talked to my functional neurologist, he was going to create me an herbal tincture, and that he did. This right here, and I'll put it in the comments below what he actually said is in this tincture. What I do here is I place 3 droppers in 1 ounce of water 2 times a day. I've been taking this for about a week, along with the herbal tea that I mentioned to you as well. And I'll put in the description below the tea, just so you can kind of see the herbs, roots, all those things that he's been giving me to help with skin flushing, which we think came from what we originally thought was a histamine intolerance, which we actually think came from a cortisol like flush through my body. Cortisol, which would then release histamine, which would then cause skin flushing. And I look over there every time because there's a mirror that way. Which I will say, it's day 35. It is actually, if I was on my birth control right now, this is the week I should start my period. I've seen signs that my period actually wants to start, which is such a great sign because that's showing that my body's actually kicking back into normal, like just within a month of being off that birth control. But I've noticed that the skin flushing has gone significantly away. No, it has decreased significantly. And I noticed that even when it does start to flush, normally it's when my body temperature rises kind of abruptly, but it balances and regulates itself within like a couple of minutes later, whereas in the past it would stay there for up to 45 minutes to an hour. So I wanted to show you this tincture today because I talked about before how he was going to give me a tincture, and he did indeed give me one, and it's been about a week with it. But I have noticed, oh my gosh, you guys, but I've done so many different changes in the past 30 days that I'm not sure if they're all contributing, if one is contributing. And that's why I said in a previous video too that I didn't want to just do like diet and start eliminating everything from my diet. I wanted to start with some other things, and sleep was a #1 priority. So in the past 2-ish weeks, I've been going to bed around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and waking up at 4:30 a.m. every morning. And that has made a huge difference in the reaction of my body. I've also been taking an herbal tea 1 time a day, and then recently introduced the herbal tincture. So I'm going to show you what I do with that right now. Got my handy dandy water and a shot glass, which I would way rather be taking a shot. But you know what? We're going to heal ourselves. So I'm going to do 1 ounce of water. 1 ounce. Shake up my tincture here. And I do 3 little droppers of this twice a day. So there is 1. I'm not gonna say it's like delicious or anything, but it's not the worst either. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here that really helps with anxiety, stress, and your central nervous system. Let's give that a good stir. Does not look the most appetizing. I'm gonna seal this tincture up because it's not cheap. All right, and then twice a day. This is my 2nd time today. Cheers, friends. It's not horrible, I promise. And there it is. So that's a herbal concoction, which I call the magic potion. That's supposed to help settle my nervous system. So what I think about this, I think you should most definitely talk to a holistic, naturopath, what do they call them? Functional neurologist, usually acupuncturists, chiropractors, nutritionists. They can talk to you about these things. And again, Dr. Deering, it says Deering Chiropractic, Neurology, and Rehabilitation. And his phone number is 615-721-5141. I'll link some information to him below in case you're interested in reaching out to him and getting some information for yourself. He is the bomb, and he's great with not rushing to a manufactured drug or sending you over to a doctor. He's going to look at your nervous system, get to know you as a person, and then try to help identify what the actual underlying root cause is, and then help you fix that. So for me, He really thought that a lot of it is definitely from the birth control pills that I recently stopped taking, and also from getting lack of sleep. So I did want to talk to you briefly. It's not a major update, but I did want to tell you I'm on day 35 today. And I do think coming off my birth control was such a big deal. It was such a huge part of it. I just noticed that what I thought was social anxiety is not social anxiety. And I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse with these same updates, but I am just blown away because you guys know that I've shared with you that I have just felt for a very long time that this was just normal for me. So to know that you have got to go heal yourself. If you feel like something is really wrong with you and doctors are not giving you the proper update, you don't have to sit and deal with anything. There's so many things out there that could help heal you and just bring some clarity. And that's the thing I was telling my husband today, is that, you know what, I'm still skin flushing, but I don't even care because it's not nearly as much as it was. And it kind of flushes out of my system. So it like flushes and then it removes itself sooner than it did. Like 4 minutes compared to 45 minutes is showing that something is happening inside of my body that's regulating itself, and I'm totally happy with that. But I think I've just begun the journey, so I'm just incredibly hopeful. So I just wanted to drop in today, share that quick update, let you know about my tincture, my little magic witch's brew here, and talk to you about Dr. Deering again in case you're interested, or maybe you have a functional neurologist. So there's my update, day 35, feeling like I'm not an ADHD person anymore. Getting way better sleep. My appetite's a little different as well. I am actually hungrier in the morning. I usually didn't have an appetite at all in the morning, but I also understand that in the morning is when you have a real big spike of cortisol to get you up out of the bed. And usually if I have spikes of cortisol, I'm not hungry at all. So the fact that I'm actually like hungry for breakfast and like a mid-morning snack, I'm actually pretty excited about that, because I feel like that's showing that my adrenals are starting to calm down and that my quality of sleep is a lot better. So I'll have a meeting with Dr. Deering next week to do a couple of weeks of an update, and I will come back here and check in and let you know about that as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you come along for the journey, and I'd love to hear about your situation as well. Do you have skin flushing? What is it that you're dealing with your nervous system? And we will go from there. All right. Thank you, and I will see you next time.